let's talk about this objection. You send me one and I'll send you one. So you're having lunch with an attorney, you're having a Zoom call with an attorney, and you're talking about doing some business, and he throws this out at you. You send me one and I'll send you one. Okay, in and of itself, this phrase is problematic. It sounds like a quid pro quo. You scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. Patient dealing. In most states, that's illegal. So this is a whole problematic statement. You send me one and I'll send you one. So here's what you're gonna say, or here's what I recommend. Counselor, by the way, when you address an attorney as counselor, they seem to love that. It kind of strokes their ego. Counselor, I would love to send you one for one, but you understand that doctors that can send one client for every patient are considered unicorns in this industry, right? It's true. I talk to a lot of attorneys. The guys that go one for one, very few and far between. So it's not even a realistic phrase. Because as you know, Mr. Attorney, you guys, you personal injury attorneys, you guys dominate the marketing in personal injury. I only see attorneys in personal injury on billboards, radio, TV, Google pay-per-click, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, and OTT advertising. You may not know what OTT advertising, maybe you use a streaming service like Hulu TV, YouTube TV, Sling. Those commercials that you see that are not skippable, that's OTT advertising. Separate from network and cable advertising, they have a whole new category now called OTT. It's called over the top. So ads on streaming is OTT. The attorneys dominate that. You don't see chiropractors on those. You very rarely see a chiropractor on a billboard, radio ad, TV, Facebook ads, some Facebook ads, but OTT and YouTube ads. It's very few and far between. Well, why? Well, in your advertising angles, Mr. Attorney, you can talk about getting your clients MONEY, moolah, scratch, cheese, dough, dinero, lettuce, cabbage, bone, dollar bills, y'all. You promise them money. Money is the driving force and motivator here. So if I had to choose, oh, this guy's gonna give me money at the end of my case, and this guy's gonna get me out of pain, let me call this money guy first, because I'm looking for that. You know, we can say that that might be ethically wrong or morally wrong, but we're not the one making the decision. The patients are, or the potential patients are, right? So here's an example. I mean, this guy, it's all bold, 50 million, 27 million. All this other stuff is in small, thin, a font. I don't even know what this is. All I see is 50 million, 27 million, right? Here's John Morgan. Puts his face on fake money, okay? This is what the doctors are up against, right? We can't promise you money, okay? All right, so I want you to pay attention to this part. The average fee for a chiropractor in a personal injury case, let's call it around $3,000 to $5,000 a case. PI attorneys collect, on average per case, $26,000. That's 5 times more than the provider will receive. One for one doesn't cut it. The value of the math is asymmetrical for a one-for-one relationship. It just doesn't make any sense. So let's see. You want me to send you a case first that you're most likely going to get $26,000 on. And if you pay my bill in full, but we don't have a relationship, so I don't even know if that's going to be possible, I'm going to get maybe $4,000. So that one for one, the math doesn't work. Now, where am I getting $26,000 a case? Just so you know, I'm not pulling that out of my ass. This is from a company called Filevine. They are a case management software company for personal injury lawyers. I was at a seminar last December, and that's where I got this slide. Filevine, right here is the name of the company. So $26,470 is the average fee collected from a personal injury case, okay? So that one, you send me one, I'll send you one, math is messed up. It's not really fair, okay? Okay, so now you've got some data points to handle, but I'm not done yet. Because they get $26,000 per case, they have more of a profit margin and therefore more marketing dollars to spend. So back to the comment, you send me one and I'll send you one. You can say we do get unattached patients on occasion. And we send those to preferred attorneys that we work with whom we have a relationship. All of those relationships started with an attorney's client sent to us. All of those relationships with our preferred attorneys started when they send a client to us. They loved our documentation. They loved working with us. We built some trust. They settled the case. We got our bill paid. They got about 25 grand. Let's keep this going. The preferred attorneys that we send our cases to always protect our bill at 100% when possible, as they understand the value of a free client. Now, let me explain what a free client for the attorney means. So I used to sell digital marketing to attorneys. So I used to sell them Google pay-per-click ads, SEO, build websites. So when they market, let's say they're doing Google pay-per-click ads, OTT, and some TV commercials, and they're spending $100,000 a month. And let's say they get 50 clients. They have an acquisition cost of $2,000 per personal injury client that comes to their office from their marketing. Okay, so when they send you the case, they're $2,000 in the hole. Again, don't feel sorry for them. The average collection is $26,000. Now, I know that's average. Some of them might be lower, some of them might be higher, but let's focus on the average. So if you send them an unattached case, they have zero acquisition cost. Therefore, it's a free client. Okay? So we would love to have a relationship with your firm, and that relationship is based on mutual trust and respect. So this is important. I want you to focus on this. Our clinic will ensure that you have the documentation and medical billing needed to give you the value drivers you require for the case through and you're going to list your benefits, just the top 3 or 4 benefits. Okay. Well, what's a benefit? Well, what you don't want to do is talk about your services. We have laser, we do interferential, we have muscle stim, ultrasound, we do traction. Nobody gives a shit. Everybody has that or something like that. All these attorneys know you have the tools to get their client well. What's the benefit of working with your clinics? Let me give you an example. You can say, we're going to give you the value drivers you require for the case through our thorough diagnosis training. We're typically not going to give you a diagnosis of sprain, strain, whiplash, cervicalgia, myositis, myalgia. We're going to go a little deeper than that. We're trained, as an example, to take flexion extension x-rays. We can diagnose ligamentous instability in the cervical spine. Ligamentous instability, left untreated, can cause long-term disability of the person. And then you quote a medical journal of orthopedic surgery. Now you validated your care. That's the benefit of working for us. We're going to give you diagnoses that are value drivers for the case. The second benefit we're going to quarterback this case for you through our network of specialists when needed. If you send that case to me, I'm a chiropractor. If they're still at 9 or 10 on the pain scale after 30 days, we're going to make a proper referral, whether they need orthopedic, neuro, interventional pain. And the third benefit, we will always communicate with you before we make that referral, because we want to make sure you have a good relationship with that specialist we want to make the referral to. We're a team here. This is a team-based approach. We want to make sure we're all on the same team. So talk about your benefits, not your services. So maybe in your conversation, you heard a pain point the attorney said something about. He said something about, oh my God, we were working with this chiro group, and it took 4 weeks to get medical records from the day we requested them. And so what you would say is, so in our practice, we have a 3-day turnaround time for records requests. So that's not going to happen when you work with us. See, that's the benefit. Okay. So I'm going to talk about this a little more. Don't talk about your services. You can talk about it, but don't hang around there. Talk about the benefits of those services. Know your specific benefits. These are your points of differentiation, the offerings that will make you stand out and be different from other doctors approaching attorneys. And you can talk about the benefit of the benefit. This is an incredible point. What is the benefit of the benefit? So as an example, so this isn't a personal injury example, but I'm just sharing with you so you understand. Mr. Smith, 65-year-old man, has got back pain. He was very athletic and active. Now he really can't do anything. Mr. Smith, we're going to get you out of pain. Benefit. So that you can get back on the floor and play board games with your grandkids again. Benefit of the benefit. Out of pain so that you can do what you love to do before this happened to you. Get you out of pain so you can get back on the golf course. We're going to get you out of pain so you can go fishing with your buddies, deep sea fishing with your buddies, whatever. The benefit of the benefit. Talk about that. Okay? Here's another point that I'm going to drive home. You're going to love this. Buckle up. Hopefully, Mr. Attorney, you have another traffic source other than professional referrals for your personal injury business. Okay, why do I say that? Because only 7% of personal injury business comes from professional referrals, medical, chiro. So if you had to rely on medical doctors and chiropractors to fill your law firm up with PI patients, you probably have to find a side hustle. You probably have to drive Uber on the weekends or deliver pizza. Okay, again, I got this from Filevine. Of almost 3,000 cases from June to October 2021, the top ones were referral from a past client. So we're talking about a law firm here. Other attorney referrals, those are the top two. Client referrals, attorney referrals. TV commercials is number 3. Internet, Google, I believe that's going to be like SEO, Google My Business, Google reviews. Referral by word of mouth is number 5. An employee referral, an employee of the law firm recommended somebody get there. That's higher than medical and chiropractic referrals to a law firm. Internet AdWords, so Google AdWords comes in at number 8. Other, I don't know what that is, but here at number 10, referral medical, and I'm going to put this one, which is blank. I'll say referral chiropractor. So if I add those two together and divided it by 2920, 7% of a law firm's personal injury business comes from professional referrals from medical and chiropractic. Just know that. So that you send me one, I'll send you one. It's total bullshit. So hopefully you got a lot out of this presentation and understanding the talking points you can use to handle this objection and talk to the attorney out of this little scenario, because it's kind of a dead scenario. It kind of ends the conversation. What are you going to say? Okay, you're not going to get any cases from him, but when you share this information, you just sound more informed and you have an eye on this personal injury industry in your town. Just put it in your mental Rolodex, so when you get that objection in the future, you can knock it out.